Hey, you're right. Just thought I'd make a bit of a video. I've thought about making sort of review things. If I hear a good song, if I hear, or if something's upcoming that I'm looking forward to, like if a good special's on with like Tom Segura, um, Bert Kreischer, or a good Netflix show or something on Amazon, I might want to check out. But I sort of wanted to talk about because this impacted me a lot. This show. It was absolutely fantastic from start to finish, brilliant. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if the name Ricky Gervais doesn't give it away already, Afterlife, season 2. Now, I watched Afterlife season 1 and I thought to myself, fantastic. The comedy, the comedy when it's there, is well written, well placed. It's not over cumbersome. It's not forced. It's what you'd expect from a guy like Ricky Gervais, who's used to writing comedy shows. You know, The Office with extras. We knew he had this in his locker, but the drama, the acting, everything about it was just fantastic. So I'll give you a quick summary of season 1, just in case you haven't seen it, not planning to see it. So, quick plot summary. He was married to this woman. The first scene opens. She has a headscarf on, obviously bald, obviously going through chemotherapy, and he's watching it through a laptop. She's died of cancer, and the whole of series 1 is going from the bottom and slowly building his way back up, and eventually goes up to the point where, you know, he's feeling a lot better about life. He's getting better. Season 2 is the opposite. So the way the structure works, or at least how I perceived it, was him sort of at the top, or what you thought was him at the top, thinking he's getting much better. He's actually not. He's putting on a brave face, but he's trying, and he's trying. But every time he tries, he goes down. So we sort of see Tony from season 1, from the bottom to the top, and then from the top to the bottom. He was more confident in that, and towards the end, don't want to spoil the last episode, the ending, it sort of shows that he's nowhere near ready to cope with the world, to cope with the loss of his wife. But it resonated a lot with me, simply due to the fact that through stuff that's happened with me, coping with, you know, someone who I care about not being around anymore, not death, not in death, and just not being able to talk to them anymore. It's still relatively new to me, and this is a great this show was a great way of coping. What I mean is, it was really fantastic in the way that it shows you, even though I'm not sure if, I mean, Ricky's not lost Jane, his actual wife, he's not lost her, but it feels like he has, and he's pouring his heart out into the script and into the storyline, and it feels just so real and animalistic in how it attacks your senses. So you're sitting there and you're laughing at that, because he'll be telling, like, there'll be one scene where he's telling a joke, and you're like, yeah, this is funny, and then he just suddenly breaks down, and then you just like feel so low, and it sinks into the pit of your stomach, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. So if you're prone to having dark thoughts, I'm not the one to tell you whether you should think about watching Afterlife season 1 or season 2. But if you feel like it can help cope, give it a try. If not, you know, and you're just looking for a watch, honestly, it's genius. Plain and simple. It's his best work since The Office season 1, without a shadow of a doubt. And the season 1 Office was just comedy genius in terms of, you know, the awkwardness and the characters and everything, and how it all played against each other. This is just that's a good comedy. This, on the other hand, is a good show. It's got, the tones are so all over the place, and that's where the roller coaster of emotions take you. From, like I said before, from the jokey comedy bits to where everything just fell to shit. So I'm thinking about characters. Joe Wilkinson as the postman, I fucking loved him. I love his comedy. If you've watched 8 out of 10 Cats with Jimmy Carr, big shout out Jimmy Carr. He's not involved with Afterlife. I just watched him live at Tunbridge Wells and he was fantastic. But Jimmy Carr's show 8 out of 10 Cats, Joe Wilkinson on that is fucking class. He's quality and he's funny all the time. All the time. Just funny, non-stop. Just to the point where he makes you cry laughing. In this, he was just Joe Wilkinson. It's like the character Joe Wilkinson you'd see in 8 out of 10 Cats. That's him, but imagine him as a postman. He's the exact same character, and I think he killed it. And I loved his character development, even though he didn't. See, I called it character development on a tweet I made, where I said he did a fantastic job, best character development I've ever seen. But I don't know if it's development. I don't know if development's the right word, but it's sort of like he fleshed out his character a bit. From, and this is a bit of a spoiler, from him at the beginning to him meeting the woman. He's funny about it, you know. The scene where he needs to use the bathroom, that's really funny. But he also shows this humility side to him where he's like, he's this oaf, he's this imbecile, but he does mean well. He's just so unaware of everything, but he's a good guy deep down. So I think it was the last episode where he talks to Tony, and Tony's sort of talking to him about the ways he talks to him, and that, you know, he shows he has a good heart. And there's a lot of character development in this. I felt the prostitute woman, her character development was really good. If you don't remember her in the first series, she was sort of like this. She was friends with that druggie who, I won't spoil anything, but something happened, and she just seems as if like, oh, I'm not uptight. I'm an arsehole. I'm, you know, whatever you say, love, whatever, fuck off, sort of person. But then she shows this lovely side to her where you're like, she just wants to be appreciated. She just wants to be, you know, a normal person, have a family, and it's sort of like, that's why I say character development might not be the right word, because it's sort of, it's their character, but they're furthering that character on. They're further playing the role that they were playing before, but they're doing it, you know, they're not losing momentum with it, which I think is very important in a character, and I think a very hard skill to do, without making stuff, you know, corny. And I feel he does a good job with that. But I can't recommend Afterlife 2 enough. It's it in certain situations it can be life changing. If you're not, if you've not felt that, or that sort of loss in your life where you lost someone close to you, it might not be that life changing thing. Even if you have, it might not be life changing, but it's just a fantastic show. Um, the definitely the best written show that I've watched this year. He just does a fantastic job. Season 2 compared to season 1, they're very similar, but like I said in the beginning, the structure is different. But in terms of quality, I think I don't prefer season 2 to season 1. I don't prefer season 1 to season 2. I just love them both. I adore them. So, yeah, Afterlife season 2 out on Netflix right now. All 6 episodes. I think it is 6. 6 episodes. I banged it out all in one. I didn't sleep. On Thursday 12 o'clock I didn't sleep, and I think I watched it Thursday, Friday afternoon. So it was my sleeping schedule's fucked, but it was basically when I was like basically going to sleep, and the fact that I watched it all the way through without taking a break to sleep or whatever, it just shows how just laser focused snapped I was into it. It's quality. Trying to think if I got any more thoughts about it. I don't think so. All I can say is I can't wait for season 3, and yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna try and make more reviews about stuff I've watched, maybe video games I've played, music I've listened to, why I sort of like stuff. I want to get into a habit of uploading stuff because I think it's fun and I do enjoy it. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Anyway, thank you very much again for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye bye.